that this beat.
Welcome to another episode. Welcome to, let me say this again. It's been 101 days. It's been 101 days since your man Captain Will has done a show. So we got to do this right. So I ain't did it in a while, so let's try it. Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so y'all can bring you the gospel of Gamecocks every single day. It's been a long time since your man Captain Will been on the air. Captain Will been doing this old thing called Big Brother. You might have seen it. It was on CBS. It broke all kinds of crazy records. We had a great time, and Captain Will was doing his thing. But we are back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back, and we talking South Carolina women's basketball only. Your man Captain Will can do. So in honor of me being back here doing what I do, we got to do a shot. It is shot o'clock. So in the Big Brother house, I wasn't allowed hard liquor. Nope, I wasn't allowed hard liquor. I got White Claw and Happy Dad and all these other things. Maybe some red wine, some white wine, whatever it was. But tonight, we're doing some old 1800 tequila. And it's going to be so good. So I'm back. We talking South Carolina women's basketball. We might talk some little Big Brother if you want to talk about that. We having a good time tonight, y'all. So cheers. It's shot o'clock. Cheers. Woo! Oh, yeah, I'm so hyped. It's been a long time. So here's the deal. We got new folks watching me on Instagram. So you watching me on Instagram, what you all need to do, follow the assignment. What you have to do is make sure you go to my YouTube channel, Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will, and hit the subscribe button and hit the notifications on so you get all the updates and all that good stuff. That is mandatory, okay? And the ones on Twitter, that's the same thing. We live on Twitter too. Yeah. We live on Twitter. So go to my YouTube channel, Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. Hit the subscribe button, okay? Hit the subscribe button and turn the notifications on so you know when I'm coming on. But everybody else who's been rocking with you, man, women's basketball. Oh yeah, I missed a lot apparently. Missed a whole lot. Somebody told me that Dawn Staley interviewed for the New York Knicks job, or was called to interview for the New York Knicks. And Dawn was like, if I got offered that job, I might take it, right? Or I would have took it. You know, when I first heard about that, because I'm still catching up with all the news and everything going on. When you gone for 94 days, when you gone, you know, things change. But when I heard about that, I was like, shoot, if Dawn Staley will be the first female head coach in the NBA, you take it. You take it. We'll figure everything else out later. Okay? That is history. That is legacy. That is amazing. That's what you know. So I wouldn't upset. I wouldn't have been upset. Obviously, I found out news 2 months after it happened, but I wouldn't have been upset. I mean, like, cheers. I was like, okay, that's fine. That's what you do. But she's going to be a Gamecock. Shout out to Dawn Staley. For the ones who know, I did a shout out to Dawn Staley on live television. I sure did. And I had some other stuff planned to talk about on that show, but I didn't do it. I didn't get an opportunity to vote my ass out. But it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. Another thing that happened during the offseason was a little WNBA. So Asia Wilson obviously won the MVP. Okay. So she won the MVP. And Alicia Gray did all WNBA first team. She was top 5 in WNBA. I mean, you had 2 Gamecocks for the national championship team. Both of them was top 5. You're talking about Gamecock excellence. That's what you're talking about. Gamecock excellence. I was like, a little tear came down on my face. I was so happy. So happy. You got Ta'Niya Latson, Madina Okot, doing their intros to the world. I can't wait for this season. I can't wait. Tickets bought. I'm so excited for basketball because you're talking about October the 30th. We playing, is it North Carolina? Yeah, we playing North Carolina in the ATL, State Farm Arena. That's what we doing, right? Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait for it. And the season starts November the 3rd. Oh, man. Exhibition game against North Carolina. Then the real deal started off playing Grand Canyon University. Shout out to Winston Gandy for coming down there. That's so dope. So amazing. Forget the noise, y'all. Forget the noise. We're cutting straight to the heart of South Carolina's Final Four blueprint. This isn't about talent. Everybody in the country, we're talking top 5 talent, top 10 talent, whatever the case may be. Everybody in the top 10 got great talent. Got great talent. South Carolina got another amazing basketball team. And that's what we do. But this is about specific players who will unlock their full potential. Unlock their full potential. South Carolina women's basketball team, the three-time national champions, to championship. That's what we're talking about, okay? It's time for certain players to do what they're supposed to do. Discover the strategic advantages these ballers bring and why they are absolutely essential to a deep tournament run. This basketball team is different than it was past season. Past season, we lost to UConn. This is different, okay? A lot of changes in the team. If we go from the straight-up departures, you got Tina Powell went to the WNBA, drafted in the second round, did well in the Atlanta Dream. Shout out to Tina Powell and the Powell family. Powell played 980 minutes this past season. Powell averaged 25 minutes per basketball game, 9 points, shot 44% from the field, shot 37% from three on 4.2 attempts per basketball game, had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover per game. That was Tina Powell. She gone. She ain't coming back. We have to replace her. Breezy Hall played for multiple teams this season in the WNBA. Drafted by the Indiana Fever, cut by the Indiana Fever, playing for various different teams. But what she showed, that she brought a unique talent to the WNBA, but she showed that unique talent with South Carolina women's basketball team for 4 years. Now, we're going to miss Breezy because Breezy was our best perimeter defender last season. Breezy brought something different to South Carolina. Did she get all the points? And, people was kept, whining and complaining and all this, that, and the third about she ain't scoring, she ain't doing this. Well, Breezy played 24 minutes per game. She had 918 minutes of play last season. She was second behind, Tina Powell in terms of minutes played. Okay, she averaged 6 points. She shot 38% from the field. She shot 38% from three. She had, 3 rebounds, and assists, a steal, less than 1 turnover per basketball game. This was Breezy Hall. She gone. Ta'Niya Fagan left the best. Her best season last season. 772 minutes. 20 minutes per basketball game. Averaged 8 points, shot over 60% from the field, shot 80% from the free throw line. Had about 5 rebounds. Averaged, I think it was 1.5, 1.6 blocks per basketball game. Yeah, we are going to miss Ta'Niya Fagan. Was drafted also in the WNBA. I mean, come on. We missing a lot, right? Please do not forget that we are missing Malaysia Fulwiley, who will be playing point guard for the LSU Tigers this upcoming season. It took me a while to get over that. I'm not going to lie. It took me a while to get over it, but I'm over it. But what my lady Fulwiley brought to the South Carolina Gamecocks was 12 points per basketball game. She brought us 43% from the field. She brought us 26% from the three-point line on 3 attempts per basketball game, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, almost 3 turnovers per game as well. Yeah, Fulwiley's gone. She has the reins with LSU, and Kim Mulkey is gonna gave her the keys to the country. Gave the keys to the Lexus, to the BMW, to the Mercedes, whatever type of cool thing you think about. Fulwiley got it. And we will be seeing them in Baton Rouge on February 14th at 8:30 p.m. on ABC. You're talking about a primetime game on Saturday night on Valentine's Day. Shout out to Lauren, Big Brother 27. What's up, girl? Ashlyn Watkins. Ashlyn Watkins ain't even playing this season. She's taking a year off. Ashlyn only played 265 minutes per game last season. So that we're not missing her as much as the other ones because we missed her most of the season last year. The Gamecocks are looking much different. Much different than the way the season ended. But how do you replace those folks? What do you do? First off, you have the best transfer portal signing class in the country. That's what you do. So you have Ta'Niya Latson, who led the country. We're talking All-American. All-American from Florida State. The country in scoring 25.2 points per basketball game. Had 5 rebounds, 5 assists per game. Shot close to 80% from the free throw line on 8 attempts. This is what you do. This is what you have coming into South Carolina. Because I was there when we played UConn, and we needed to go to score. We didn't have a go-to score on that basketball team. We did not. Who could just get the ball and score? We got one now in Ta'Niya Latson. She can score the damn basketball. That's what she can do. And she's a Gamecock. While still getting 2 steals and 1 block per game. We got Madina Okot, who is 6'6", playing for Mississippi State, average a double-double, one of the better defenders in the SEC. So if you're one of the better defenders in the SEC, then you're one of the best in the country. 6'6", 11 points, 10 rebounds. 11 points, 10 rebounds, playing 23 minutes per basketball game. This ain't these young ladies who play for these teams average 34, 35 points. No. They're getting that stuff off of playing damn near the whole game. Madina Okot got 11 points, 10 rebounds, played 23 minutes per game. Yeah. But that ain't it. We also signed top 3, top 2, whoever the recruiting, whatever the recruiting guru is, might say our recruiting class was or is. We got Agot McCurr, ranked number 6 in the country. We got Ayla McDowell, ranked number 15 in the country. 2 5-star recruits who played so great internationally this past summer. South Carolina looks different than last season. But I would say South Carolina looks better this season. I would say so. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. Dawn Staley's blueprint for championships isn't rocket science. What we missed last season was a dominant post player. We've had it during the age of Elena Coates era. Because a lot of times we talk about Asia Wilson, we never talk about Elena Coates. Elena Coates was a beast. Okay, go back and Google it. Young folks, go back and look up Elena Coates. Okay? She was a beast. We talk about Aaliyah Boston. What was missing last season was that dominant physical presence. There were times where, Sanaya Fagan, 6'3", playing center. Joyce, 6'2", 6'3". Adhel Tac wasn't ready yet. Adhel Tac, 6'5". And I'm just saying it right now. I see Adhel Tac. Body by Molly got her looking right. I told everyone this was the first off-season Adhel Tac has had where she was not rehabbing. She looks ready to play the game of basketball again. Can't wait. Adhel Tac, 6'5". Madina Okot, 6'6". Maryam Dauda, 6'4", 6'5", who started playing so well towards the end of the last season. I think we good, y'all. I think we good. I think this year we go back to how it looked a couple years ago. I do. I really do. I believe that. Why this particular Final Four run feels different to Captain Will. It feels different because we have the post players times 2. Okay. We probably we have the best 2 forwards in the country in Chloe Kiss and Joyce Edwards. Now, I know we saw the pictures. I saw the comments. So in the comments talking about Chloe, got a full brace on her right leg. I don't know what's up with her. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie and say I know what's going on with Chloe Kiss. I don't know. Hopefully ain't nothing. Hopefully it's just a small injury that is going to be worked out before the season begins or early in the season. I don't know. But what I do know is a healthy Chloe Kiss along with a dominant Joyce Edwards is problems for the whole world. The whole world. Make no mistake about it. I don't know who's going to start. I don't know if Dawn going to bring Madina Okot off the bench and start Chloe and Joyce. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to start Chloe and then Madina. I don't know if it's going to be Joyce and Madina. I don't know what this situation is going to happen. I don't know what's going to be. What I do know is you got 3 players with them right there that are very, very good. You got 3 players in them right there who are ballers. We talk about all SEC and potentially all American type. I ain't even talking about what we got going on with the point guard herself. I'm talking about Raven Johnson. Now, y'all already know, if you've been watching Captain Will for a long time, you know that Raven Johnson is my favorite basketball player. And if you was watching Big Brother, the week that I got evicted from that show, I was going to go into the diary room and I was going to say, shout out to the best point guard in college basketball, that's Hollywood, Raven Johnson. I didn't get an opportunity to say that, but I'm saying it right now. And what I read when I came back from LA, the question was, what Raven been working on? And that was a shot. We all know that Raven can play defense. We know that. We all know that Raven Johnson is the quintessential point guard. But Raven has to score the basketball. This is her 5th year. She wants to go to WNBA. She has to score the basketball. That's what has to happen. And that's what she'll be doing, getting shots up, making buckets. And that's what I believe she's going to do. So Raven had a down year last season. She played 944 minutes per game. She averaged 24 minutes per game. She only averaged 5 points, 35% from the field, 30% from 3. Really was 29.5%, but we're going to round it up, okay? She had 5 rebounds. One of the best rebounders on the basketball team. One of the best rebounding guards in the country, okay? 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 turnover. Offensive rating 103.8, defensive rating of 81.7. That was Raven Johnson's last season, and that was a down year for Raven Johnson. Raven Johnson got to go back 2 years ago. 2 years ago, when she averaged 8 points, averaged 44% from the field, averaged 35% from 3. That's what we need from Hollywood. Okay? While still getting 5 points. While still getting 5 rebounds and 5 assists, 2 steals, and 2 turnovers. That was Raven. Defensively, 2 years ago, defensive rating of 75.9. When she was locking up Caitlin Clark, her defensive rating was 75.9. Last season, a few months ago, her defensive rating was 81.7. Her defense dipped down. Offensively, her defensive rating 2 years ago was 115.7. This past season, 103.8. She was down on a lot of metrics last season. What I expect from Raven Johnson this season is all conference in the SEC. I expect that. I believe she's going to be in the best shape of her life, and I believe she's going to ball out this year. It's going to look more like it's done better than it did 2 years ago. Last year, that thing gone. That thing gone. Raven's going to ball out this year. And she got a home girl with Ta'Niya Latson playing alongside of her, who she said it's just like because they got all that AAU history. They got, high school state championship. It's going back to how it was before. And I believe she's going to ball out. But you got to have some shooters. You got to have some shooters, too. And we're going to talk about the shooters in a second. We're going to go through some comments and do some shout-outs and all that cool stuff that we normally do. So, thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone who was watching me this summer when I took some time off to film a little show. And it was so dope, so amazing. If y'all saw the show, I wore my heart on the sleeve, okay? It was a crazy experience, but I would not take anything away from it. CBS was amazing. All the house guests, we had a great time. And it's just a great experience. And I think my wifey Will, my chocolate drop, will allow me to take off for the summer and run around with these 20-something-year-olds on live TV 24 hours a day. Thank you so much. Miracle Writer for you. Thank you for being a member, bronze level. So here's the deal. If you want to become a member of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will, just go to my YouTube page, go to like the home page, and it'll say like join. That's what it say, like towards the middle of the page, they say join. It got like various different things, gold, silver, bronze, all that stuff. Click on it, depending on the cost, whatever. And we're going to start doing some live chats and stuff so we can talk about on the side, talk about stuff, some of the rumors that I hear from time to time. Talk about that stuff coming up, in the near future. Steve Iro says, shout out to the judges. What's up? What's up, Steve? The judges was an alliance on the Big Brother house, in the Big Brother house that myself, Ashley, obviously, who won Big Brother. Shout out to my little girl, Ashley, Rachel, Vinny and Morgan, the judges. We had a dope alliance in the game, and it was real cool, and we went far. We went really far, and it was cool. So shout out. Thank you, Steve. David in South Carolina, Captain, what is the first thing regarding sports that you wanted to find out once you got out of the Big Brother house? I wanted to find out if Dawn Staley had signed anybody in recruiting. And we're going to talk recruiting. We ain't going to talk recruiting tonight. We're going to talk recruiting probably on Wednesday. I haven't decided if I'm doing a show tomorrow night yet, but we're going to talk recruiting. There's a lot of recruiting that's going on, and I just got to keep it real. This guy will. I ain't out here to sugarcoat nothing. I got to keep it real. We behind in recruiting. There's a whole lot of top players who are signing other places. So, but we'll talk about that. Big Red, Dawn Staley doesn't replace, she reloads. When are you taking your chocolate drop on that trip? I mean, you're right. First off, Dawn Staley reloads. She does. Now we behind in recruiting? Yeah, we are. Got it. Okay. This is October 6th. We are behind right now. But make no mistake about it. And Dawn Staley, I trust. And I know Dawn is going to do what she does. So I ain't worried about nothing in recruiting, in the transfer portal, any of those things. And we're going to put up another championship this upcoming season. So that's the first thing. But I think that we're going to take that trip to London. For those who don't know, my homeboy Zach, great guy. Shout out to Zach. Gifted me a trip to London. So we're probably going to take that trip in June or July. It's going to be like a summer thing. We got a couple other trips, taking my parents on a cruise in December. We got a couple of things that's going to be popping. And then obviously the basketball thing. So I think the summer will be effective in doing that. Brianna Wallace came over from Instagram, like and subscribe. Thank you, Brianna. Thank you so much. Chuck Bailey, my dude. What's up? C-Dub in the house. Let's go. Chuck, I'm going to call you tomorrow, bro. Chuck, I'm going to call you tomorrow. Rob, I'm going to call you tomorrow. Christian, I'm gonna call y'all tomorrow. I just been busy, bro. I just been busy. Y'all don't judge me. Don't judge me. It's just been busy. Everything been crazy. I'll hit y'all up tomorrow for real. Michelle, and also Chuck, thank you for being a member, man. Michelle, aka 85 Fly. Gamecock women's basketball team has only 3 players whose height begins with 5 foot. Football game photo show. Our team is big as hell. Girl, you right. We are a big basketball team. I mean, I love it. I love it. I love the size that we have. And then you got a guy maker, Agot McCurr, who's 6'1", probably still growing. You got Ayla McDowell, 6'2", 6'1", whatever, you know, probably still growing. You got babies up there who got great size. Joyce is 6'2", 6'3", regardless of it really depending on what she want to call herself. And then you got Chloe 6'2". We got some size on this basketball team. And this is without Ashley Watkins. We got some good size. Adam Ritter, full while he's a traitor. Oh my God. Adam Ritter, bro. First off, what's up, my guy? What's up? We'll talk about Full Wiley. We gonna talk about Full Wiley tonight. We gonna talk about Full Wiley. You know, shout out to my lady Full Wiley. Virgin Wembley, no love for Full Wiley. Again, we're gonna talk about recruiting. Recruiting is a big thing, but you know, it's a lot to discuss about recruiting, and that'll come up soon. James Williams said by her saying that taking the Knicks job is hurting her recruiting right now. I mean, you can say it that way because you got other here. Okay, how can I say? Dawn is the highest paid coach in women's basketball. Okay, they've been using, and I'll say we're talking about those prominent basketball schools, the LSUs, the UConns, the Tennessees. You got all these prominent schools who has been using certain things, certain recruiting ploys against Carolina. They've been saying that, you have to sit for 2 years. You're not going to play. That's been a ploy. They've been saying that, too much talent on the basketball team. That's been a ploy. Now you say that, she's dipping her toe into the head coaching for NBA. I mean, when you're great, you're gonna talk crap about South Carolina. What I do know, if you are betting today on October the 6th, South Carolina is the betting favorite to win the national championship again. And that is despite what UConn got going on. That is despite what LSU got going on. That is despite any of these teams, Notre Dame's, any of these basketball teams, Texas, who think they can compete with the South Carolina women's basketball team, the three-time national champions. Okay? That is despite those things. So if Dawn Staley has an opportunity to go to an NBA team and be the first female head coach ever, you damn right she's going to take it. Absolutely. Would she ever take it? I don't know. There's a crazy buyout in her contract. When she signed that deal, is it going to hurt recruiting? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. What I do know is that when girls come over to the University of South Carolina and they got an opportunity to play in front of 17,000 fans, they see those banners, they see everything. We're going to get the players that we need. Not necessarily the players that we want, but we're going to get the players that we need. Okay? That's South Carolina. Michelle, a.k.a. 85 Fly, welcome back. Captain Will, can't wait for you to discuss 2026 recruiting again. Excited for the upcoming season. I know it's a lot. It's a lot of recruiting talk we got to talk about. We ain't going to do it tonight, though. We ain't going to do it tonight. Matter of fact, it's 29 minutes and 7 seconds. And right now, we got over 2,000 people watching your man Captain Will, and I love every second of it. It's time for shot clock. We shot out shot clock for these 2,000 people who watching your man Captain Will. Thank you. Shot clock. And whatever your beverage choice is, I know some of y'all has been on some type of fast when Captain Will gone. Okay. But whatever your beverage choice, it could be some milk. It could be some sweet tea. Yo, Rachel made some sweet tea. Rachel from the Big Brother made some sweet tea with straight up, like diabetes. There was so much sugar in that thing. So much sugar. So you don't want no sweet tea like that. But it can be some tequila. Shout out to Rachel. If you get some tequila just like your man Captain Will. So cheers. Shot o'clock, baby. Let's go. Sharpshooters. Gone. So we need some players who can put the basketball in that hoop. We have a lot of size, just like Michelle was talking about. We have crazy size in this basketball team. We have versatility with Joyce who can play multiple positions. We need shooting. We need shooting. But see, here's the thing. We have a shooter by the name of Tessa Johnson, who shot 43% from three. Tessa can shoot the basketball well. We all know about Tournament Tessa. But this season, going into her junior year, like, just flying by, I'm telling you. Tessa going to her junior year. And we talked about Chloe earlier. That's the same recruiting class. Remember that recruiting class? Now, people forget that Chloe was in that recruiting class because she showed up in December. Graduated early. But you're talking about Tessa, Chloe. 4 out in that recruiting class. It's not your job. Tessa can shoot the basketball very well. So when you got this inside presence that we're going to have this season with Madina Okot, with Adhel Tac, with Maryam Dauda, that leaves room, that leaves space for Tournament Tessa to do what she does, and that's shoot the basketball. So I'm looking for greatness from her. So that's when you can stretch the defense. That's when you can do all those great things. And Tessa shot 47% from the field as well. You know, she averaged 21 minutes per basketball game. She had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and still 1 turnover. Tessa had a solid season. What I want from her to have is a dominant season. That's what I believe she's going to do. Well, I know her and Chloe are besties. She's going to get that shot to start. Okay? She's going to start. She's already getting, for South Carolina standards, 21 minutes is almost starters minutes, okay? But I look forward to seeing how she has progressed this offseason. I want the best out of Tessa Johnson. I believe it's going to happen. Defensive disruptors on this basketball team. We have several. Raven Johnson needs to be that Raven Johnson from 2 years ago. Hollywood need to be that same player who had the SEC on lock at the 1 and 2 guard position. Had the country on lock at the 1 and 2 guard position. Had Caitlin Clark having visions of Raven in her sleep. That's what I need from Raven. Again, defensive disruptors. Now, we talked about the shooters before, and I failed to mention our 2 freshmen who can shoot the damn ball. Ayla McDowell and Agot can shoot the ball. They're going to help out a lot. Ta'Niya Latson mentioned in her media stuff that she got to improve her 3. Last season, I think she shot about 35% from 3. That needs to go up. Okay? Raven shot 30% from 3. That needs to go up. Mighty Mouse herself, who I believe is going to ball out this season, going to shoot a very good percentage. We have some shooters on this basketball team. Because if you want to look at a quote-unquote weakness by the South Carolina women's basketball team, the three-time national champions, that would be the place that you would look at. Oh, maybe they don't have the shooting, okay? We have unproven shooting. But I think that's going to change with the addition of Latson, McDowell, and McCurr. I love our front court. I just love our front court. Chloe, Joyce Edwards, Madina Okot, Adhel Tac, Maryam Dauda. I just love our front court. The rebounding, blocking shots. But you know what? If you look at Madina Okot and the way that she played with Mississippi State, she only averaged 1 block per game. I was like, I gotta watch some of those games. State, she only get 1 block per game. I guarantee you, she's gonna get at least 2.3 blocks per game for South Carolina women's basketball team. Because if you actually look at the blocks per total blocks for the season for South Carolina, we ain't returning a whole lot. We ain't. We ain't returning a whole lot. You talk about Madina Okot, who had 38 blocks last season. You had Raven Johnson, Raven herself, who had 24 blocks. Raven had, let me say that one more time. Raven Johnson had 24 blocks for the season at 5'9" and the point guard for the South Carolina women's basketball team. Raven had more blocks than Joyce and Chloe. Joyce had 21 and Chloe had 19. That's how versatile, mobile Raven Johnson is. If she gets her shooting on point, you talking about a complete basketball player who can rebound, get assists, get steals, and block shots. That's Raven Johnson. But we missing Sanaa Fagan, who led our basketball team in block shots. We're going to be missing Ashlyn Watkins. Maryam Dauda 2 years ago was top 3, top 4 in the SEC in block shots. That didn't happen last season. I need that from her. Okay? Adhel Tac had the highest block percentage on our basketball team last season. She just didn't get the minutes. If she's on the floor, Adhel Tac can rebound and block shots. She looks in phenomenal shape. Her body has been reformed, transformed, whatever the hell I'm trying to say. And I think she is ready to really contribute this season. And we need her to be that presence. If we need the presence of Adele and we need the presence of Madina. We got these teams. We got to punish these teams who go small against us. We got to punch them dead in the throat. Karate chop. That's what we got to do this upcoming season. If you go small and you start a 6'1" center against South Carolina women's basketball team, we need to beat you up. That's what we have to do. And we have the capability with the bigs that we have this season. I'm just saying, you start somebody small like that against Madina Okot, against Adhel Tac, against Maryam Dauda. Please do it. Please do it. Or Don don't need to match up. No, we ain't doing that match this upcoming season. We ain't matching up with these other teams. Y'all match up with us. We go big, y'all stay small, we're going to put you in the face. That's what we're going to do. We're going to play South Carolina women's basketball this season. We ain't going to do this mess like we did. Oh, no. I was in my feelings so bad last season. A lot. I don't want that this season. I don't. We got so many X factors on this basketball team, but the one X factor that I got to talk about is Mighty Mouse herself. We're talking about Maddy McDaniel. Maddy McDaniel is going to ball out this year. Yes, Malaysia Pool while he's gone. Okay, but you talking also about Maddy McDaniel who can ball and who now has a great opportunity. You're talking about in her recruiting class, she was the second-ranked point guard. Her recruiting class, she was top 13 in the country. Her recruiting class, she was a baller. Now she has a chance to play backup minutes to Raven Johnson. And y'all remember early in the season, before she got that concussion, y'all go think back in your memory banks. Go backwards. And just think about it. Maddy was balling. Maddy was getting some crazy minutes. She's going to get those same minutes this season. The way that Maddy plays for South Carolina is different than the way she played in high school. Maddy can score the damn basketball. Okay? She can score the ball. She can also be that facilitator. She can be that player. She's versatile with that. But I expect her to play well. She had an offensive rating of 117.9, had a defensive rating of 85.3, and averaged about 11 minutes per basketball game. Those numbers will go up exponentially for her. Maryam Dauda, she finally figured it out last season. Last quarter of the season, she was playing well. And from what I've gathered, apparently she grew on an inch. Like what the hell? But she figured it out. It made sense to her. She had a defensive rating of 81.4. Y'all remember what she did against Oklahoma. If you don't remember, Google it. She played great. And I expect that to continue on next season. And next season is in a few weeks. Exhibition. Cat will miss the whole summer, but come back home. And we got basketball going on. I just love it, man. Let's go through a few more questions. This time is fine, but I'm almost 40 minutes. Wow. Let me just say I missed y'all. Did you miss me? All right. This from David Langley, thank you for being a bronze member. Tessa Johnson has been on our game this year. Thank you for the update, and thank you for becoming a member. Thank you so much. Kenneth Bracey, thank you. All right, so Kenneth and Bracey and bronze level, Nolan, bronze level. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, no. I love that. Okay, no. Do you see UConn Natty rematch? I know they hope, and I say they, I know the TV folks, women's basketball hope that South Carolina will go against UConn again or potentially play against LSU again. They're going to milk. Let's be clear. Let's be clear with the situation. This season, is the LSU South Carolina matchup is going to be milked a lot, okay? Whenever we play them, if we play them in the SEC tournament, we already playing them, once this season. If we play them in the NCAA Final Four, it's going to be built a lot because the whole thing of Fort Wiley and South Carolina is going to be going back and forth. That's cool. But for the folks who have been fans of women's basketball for years and years and years, South Carolina versus UConn is what we want to see. Okay. UConn, they ain't got no Paige Beckers no more. UConn has a terrific team. Terrific team. Sarah Strong could be top 3, top 4, top 2, whatever. Play in the country. She is a baller. Are they as good as South Carolina? We'll see. Virgil Wimmer said Coates was incredible. She sure was. She was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Comedy on Captain, you haven't been here in so long. You have to stay on for at least 2 hours today. Oh, my God. Nah, I ain't doing that. Carl Anderson, shout out to Miss Ava Pearl. Ava Pearl is my number one in the Big Brother game. And it's only in the Big Brother universe. I've said this over and over and over again. I'm going to continue to say it. It's only in the Big Brother universe where you have a 50-year-old middle-aged black man and a 24-year-old flower girl from New York City who come tight as thick as thieves in the Big Brother house. She was my number one, and she is truly like my daughter. And I love Miss Maple Pearl. You already know. Michelle, Hollywood Raven starting to get those WNBA guns. Hey, Raven looks like she's in the best shape that she's ever been. I'm expecting the world from her this season. The world. I expect her to ball out. Tip Brown, I saw your comment. I saw you got shout out to Tip Brown. I should have kept my extra shot. Tip Brown got her master's degree in nursing. Shout out to you. That's what's up. Do y'all think that because Kelsey's mom played for LSU, it would affect her decision? Here's the thing. I wasn't going to talk about recruiting, but tomorrow, Kelsey Andrews is going to be committing, I think it's at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. And from what I hear, LSU has an overwhelming favorite to get Kelsey Andrews there. So we'll see if she can select. If South Carolina right now is number 2, LSU is number 1, from what I'm hearing. But if she decides to be a Gamecock, I'll go live, of course, and we'll talk about Kelsey Andrews is a great player. David Langley, the SEC is going to be a dog-eat-dog conference. I hope Joyce has worked on a perimeter game. And also, David, thank you for being a member. So I don't know if y'all, and David especially, I don't know if you watched Joyce internationally this summer, but from what I've read, Joyce was killing the game in the America, killing it. And then she went on and played in that 3-on-3 stuff internationally as well. Joyce is one of the most versatile basketball players in the country. I don't know how good Joyce Edwards is going to be. I do know this right here. Joyce Edwards will be all SEC first team this season. If she ain't bombarded with injuries or something, I guarantee you that one. She's going to be all SEC first team. So if you all SEC first team, that also means that you're going to be in for some awards and All-American type stuff. That girl can play the game of basketball well on a different level. You watch that America Cup team that had terrific college basketball players. Audie Crooks, Reagan Beers, all these great players. Joyce Edwards was the best one. Okay? So, if she has been working on the perimeter game, I think she's been working on everything. Come on. That's what Zachary Hatton, Captain Will for bench boss. You know what? You got role players. You got clutch players. You got all these different types of players on South Carolina women's basketball team. You got players who will be playing different roles than they've played in the past. Because you have players like Ta'Niya Latson, who was a bucket getter and shot a ton of shots. She's not doing that with South Carolina. She's not doing that. She's going to be playing with the construct of the South Carolina women's basketball team. When things break down, yeah, she can go one-on-one with anybody in the country. But it's going to be different. She knows that this is her last year. And right now she's projected to be a top 6, top 7 overall pick in the WNBA. And she wants a national championship. Florida State is cool. Florida State ain't in the same planet as South Carolina women's basketball team, three-time national champions. But she's playing a different role. I look for Tessa to be more aggressive this season. I look for Raven to take more shots, but for those shots also to be good shots. Okay? There's going to be an abundance of shots that's available. I expect Chloe to pick up where she left off. I expect Joyce to pick up where she left off last season. And we're great. That dynamic duo of Joyce Edwards and Chloe Kitts was unbelievable. And I expect the same thing. Somebody hit me up talking about the strength of schedule for South Carolina this year. The strength of schedule for South Carolina women's basketball team is not as tough as last year. Last year's schedule was the hardest schedule I've ever seen since I've been watching basketball. That schedule was unbelievable. And then you still don't get the credit that you necessarily should be receiving. So Dawn always have a difficult time trying to schedule games, but I mean the schedule is here and there and everywhere. You got 2 games in Las Vegas. I can't wait for that one. Just saying. You got a game against Southern Cal. Now that game was scheduled before Juju got injured, but that game's still gonna be big. We're gonna beat the crap out of Southern Cal. Shout out to Vinny and Morgan in LA. They're gonna get beat down. But how about this right here, which is crazy? Dawn Staley is doing a home with Coppin State. Some of y'all don't know what Coppin State is. Coppin State is a HBCU in Baltimore. People thought she was lying when she said they're going to do it home, meaning that Coppin State was going to South Carolina and play, then we're going to go to Baltimore and play. What's happening? Little old Coppin State in Baltimore. The visibility that school is going to receive is going to be out of control. But that's how it goes down. That's what's happening. I kind of love it. Because I believe that game is either right after we'll come back from Vegas. I can't recall. No, that game is in January, like off of bye. I can't remember. My brain's still scrambled. I still got Big Brother in my brain. But what I'm saying is the schedule is not as tough as it was last season. Will it be a top 5 strength of schedule? Yes. It'll be a top 5 strength of schedule. The conference schedule is unbelievable still. We still going to be playing multiple top 10 teams. That goes without saying. But it's not as daunting as it was last season. I can't wait for basketball. I'm so hyped. I can't wait for basketball. This is crazy. Man. We're going to do a few comments, and I'm going to close the thing out. I think I'm going to come on tomorrow. I think I made a decision. I made a chocolate drop. I'm coming on there tomorrow night. We're going to do this again on 7 o'clock tomorrow. McKenna didn't come to South Carolina because Captain Will went on his hiatus to the Big Brother house. That's what Cave got Chuck. Hey, here's the thing. No, I ain't gonna say that. But I felt very good about McKenna coming to South Carolina. But it didn't happen. It didn't happen. But I would say me and her dad's still cool. Oh my God. You good people. Dougie Swoosh, I like that. Raven is a defensive dog. Javon Jones, what's up, my guy? Can't wait for LSU matchup. You and me both, bro. You and me, bro. I can't wait for that one. That's gonna be a good one. And you talking about records? Okay, I gotta figure this thing out though, because that's on Valentine's Day. Okay, the game come on at 8:30. So me and wifey, we got Valentine's Day gotta show up early. And that's be a part of my Valentine's Day. Because that's gonna be unbelievable. Omega JC Supreme. I ride with Raven in the South Carolina game for sure. For sure. You have to ride with South Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for tuning in to my show. I can't tell you how glad I am to be back talking basketball. And here's the thing. Like right now, we're breaking all kind of crazy records. Right now, we have 3,430 people watching this show, which is unbelievable. Everybody watching your man, Captain Will, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. The Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will on my YouTube page. I know some of y'all watching on Instagram, some of y'all watching on Twitter. But make sure you watch and catch it on my YouTube channel. Subscribe and put on your notifications so you know when I'm coming on. So, thank you for waiting on me. 101 days. I got some great things in store for y'all. Second thing, for the ones who watch me on Big Brother and for the ones who watch me right now. So wifey and I, my chocolate drop and I are going to be doing a relationship podcast. It's going to drop October 13th. We're going to talk about our relationship. We're going to get different couples on the show. It's going to be really dope. So we're going to expand on that one. Then I'm going to do another show. Yeah, Cap, I had a lot of time to think of the Big Brother house. I had a lot of things in my brain. I'm going to do another show. And on this other show, it's going to be called Balling with Captain Will. Balling with Captain Will, we're going to just talk about sports. We're talking about football. We're going to talk about basketball. We're going to do everything. That show is going to be on in a couple weeks. That's going to be couple days out of the week. And the relationship show called Steady Love is going to be on a couple days out of the week. But my main focus remains the South Carolina women's basketball team. The three-time national champions will be coming on 4 or 5 days out the week. Basketball is heating up. You are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's go. Let's go.